There's a bright and shining pure light cutting through the darkness of the night. Now I can't help crying for my life in this endless time that I live inside. Take a closer look as who you are is reflected deep inside my heart. Always hold on tight.
Arena games are a pretty new genre on Roblox. Now, it all started with a game a while back called Anime Cross, and this was a pretty good game, and from then on, a lot of devs started to take inspiration and started to make their own arena games. But now, that in 2021 on Roblox, we have quite a handful of arena games. There is a lot to say about all of them. And now, right now, I'm going to be talking about every single one that I think is relevant right now on Roblox. Now, the first game that I want to discuss today is going to be Troublesome Battlegrounds 2, and that is the game that you saw in the intro and the game that you're currently seeing background footage for right now. And this game is interesting, and I think it's very unique and a great addition to the arena game genre, and it really changed up what people think about arena games on Roblox, and that is because of the biggest thing and the biggest draw to it, which is the balancing. Now, this game has impeccable balancing. A lot of people complain about other arena games because of the balancing in it. They hate getting infinite combos or one shot or something along the lines of that. Well, in this game, that does not happen to you, and that's not to say that it's not fun. Now, it's pretty beginners friendly, but it also has a very high skill ceiling. So, I think a great thing about this game is kill time. So, by that I mean, you can't be taken from max health to dead in, let's just say, 5 seconds. That's literally impossible no matter what character you use. You always have a chance to come back and clutch, and I think that's a big thing, very important in games like these. Now, another thing that's great about this game is obviously the assets, everything about this game. Now, it's scripted very well, the devs know what they're doing, but the models, the animations, everything about this game is top tier, and that's why I think it's so underrated and more people should be playing it, because it's just a fun time. Even if you don't want to play competitive, which I play, I think that just hopping on, just playing with some friends is just a great overall experience. Now, in the game, it's just the little things that make it so cool. Now, a lot of abilities have second uses or hidden interactions with other abilities that you just don't see in other arena games. You just don't get that attention to detail. Like, every single individual character has its own pose, like this own pose, and that there's really no point for them to add that, but it's just something that's so immersive and just makes the game just feel so nice. Now, this game runs smoothly as well. You don't need a high-end PC to play it, despite it looking so good, so it's definitely friendly to everyone no matter what PC specs you have. Now, when characters come out in arena games, a lot of people are like, oh, it's gonna be busted or it's gonna be trash, but in this game you never have to worry about that because all the characters have been thoroughly tested, and if something is too weak or too overpowered, it gets sorted out really quickly. So I have to say, for Troublesome Battlegrounds 2, in my opinion, it is a 9.5 out of 10, and there's really not much more that I can say about this game, because it's over. It really, for me, it brought back the genre. So I think that's just a great game. I'll leave a link to it in the description. You guys should definitely check it out. So the next game I will be discussing is ABA. Now, ABA, I remember when this came out, and even now everyone was playing it. Everyone wanted to play ABA. Now, a lot of people talk really badly about the game. Not to say that a lot of people don't praise it, but a lot of people always complaining about the game. But the thing is, no matter how much they complain, they're still playing it. They're playing it every day, and they're checking out every single new character in the updates. I think because of that, the label I have to give this game is a good time waster. So it's pretty fun just to hop on, play for a bit with your friends, just beat people. But if you want to play this game competitively, I mean play in ranked 1v1s or 2v2s, this is not the game for you because of the balancing. Now this game has teleport, block break, straight one-shot moves you can't do anything about, absolutely useless characters that are just not even viable in any stretch of the means, and overpowered characters, and a lot of those are locked behind game passes, and I think that's one thing that makes a lot of people say that it's pay to win. Now I know they try their best to try and nerf characters and balance it out, but clearly it's not enough because ABA is generally known as just a broken game. Now, as you'll see in this background footage, there's a lot of crazy stuff you can do in this game. Now, my main in the game was TS Naruto, and he is just known as a toxic character because he's just not balanced. Like, you can one-shot someone at least 3 times and there's an awakening. You can do crazy stuff with them. I just don't think that type of stuff should be in any arena game. Now, I can't say that ABA is horrible because of it, but I can't say that it's as good as some people make it out to be. So the next 2 games I'll be discussing are actually not games that are straight arena games, but they do have a popular arena mode in it. The very first one is going to be Shindo Life, or SL2, and this game's arena is one of my favorite things to play. I think it's just fun. Like it's really just like fun and a good time. Now this arena, I think the 1v1s for it were taken out, and I honestly for a good reason. Now I will say this arena, there are a lot of stuff that are just straight up better than other things. This arena, I always hop on it when I'm really bored, just go ahead, beat some people up, and it's a good time. But this game does not really have balance in its arena. There's just some stuff that's so brokenly OP that if you're fighting it with other things, you just know you have no chance. And you'll see a lot of that in the background footage. But I don't think this game's arena it's not trying to be some crazy, overly balanced, just amazing game mode. It's just trying to be a good time, and that's really what it is. So you can't take it too seriously. And a lot of people, they say this is their favorite game mode, and I can see why. So man, the SL2 or Shindo Life arena, it's really just good, but I don't think that you can compare it to other things like Troublesome or even like ABA, simply because it's just not like that. And the characters and the different ability sets you can pick, while it does have a lot of them are just so overpowered that it makes most, I will say most, maybe like 60% of the other things just unusable because there's just better. But I still think that this arena mode is definitely fun. So the last arena up for the discussion today is the GPO arena. And in my opinion, this is an arena done bad. This is just an arena done bad because honestly, I don't think the game was made for arena, and I think a lot of devs that are gonna make RPG games or open world games in the future but plan to have an arena mode need to take a lot of not inspiration, but need to learn from the mistakes of it. And this isn't how it goes. Not every game is made to become an arena. Even if the genre is pretty popular now, you can't just turn everything into an arena, and we see that in GPO because this is a One Piece game, and everyone knows One Piece games are not known for their balancing. And GPO is literally a game that's memed on so hard because of the infinite combos and the one-shots that are in the game. And because of that, a lot of people, I said it before this arena even came out, I said a lot of people are just going to complain because they're just going to get one shot in arena, and in that sense it's just not fun to play. Now another problem I have with it is actually the leaderboard system. So it doesn't actually have like a points increase and decrease leaderboard system. The only thing that the leaderboard keeps track of is your win streak and how many wins you have total. So it's not really an accurate gauge of who the best players are in game, even though I don't really think it takes any skill to begin with. So I think if you're gonna make an arena game in a pre-existing game that has another type of system in it, like Shindo Life or GPO in this case, you need to make sure that that game is already balanced in such a way that it can become an arena, or you need to make it so that you need to balance the abilities. You might have to rework some abilities. It's gonna take time, but if you're not willing to do that, you just can't have an arena mode in your game, and that's just how it goes. So guys, thank you for making it this far. Now this is a new type of video. I know I've never really done anything like this before. I really hope it does well. So if you made it this far, please hit that like button. I'm begging you here. And be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now I'll leave a link to all of the games I mentioned in the description. Now I don't really think any one of them is horrible. If they're horrible, they wouldn't have even made it in this video. So definitely go check them all out. That's me, ShiverAway, signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one.